Okay, everybody should be joining us here. Welcome, 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 everybody, to today's call on the Life Reawakened Show. We'll give everybody a couple minutes to join. We are here with Crystal, Priya. Crystal, say hello so everybody sees you.
Hello, everyone.
We're going to have
energies.
fun today, guys. I'm super excited. Crystal's energy is amazing. She always just makes everybody feel so good. So this call is going to be super fun. She has so much information to share with us. So we will get started here in a couple minutes. Jeanette, hello, welcome. And if you guys can type in the chat, let us know where you're calling from. We'll give a shout out to you. I see hands raised already. Good job. We got Maria from England, Gina, Colorado, Lynn, Sweden. Hello, welcome, ladies. So happy to have you here. Carmen from New Mexico. Hello, Carmen. Alice from San Francisco. Barbara, Missouri. Jeanette, you are in Nebraska, to Illinois soon. That's kind of fun. That's very cool. Awesome. Gail. So we are all over the place. Cassie, hello from Florida, Gulf side. Hello, Cassie. All right. So as people join, they can catch up. But Crystal, we were just talking, it's been 2 years, right? Since you've been with us?
I actually remember doing one show in 2023.
Okay.
And then I was in my metamorphosis myself in the super reconstruction, feeling my energy totally different. And I was preserving everything just until this moment.
Oh, so cool. So we are in for one heck of a treat, guys. I'm super excited. So a lot of you might not know Crystal. So let me introduce her to you and to today's call. We're talking Quantum You, a portal to unlock your multi-dimensional self and align with the cosmic codes of creation. And if you don't know Crystal, Crystal is a divine minister, energy healer, CEO, and founder of Soul Creative Academy at Deserve to Be Happy. She is a transformational mentor, visionary, and internationally acknowledged inspirational leader. As an ancient Egyptian souls matrix decoder, psychic, and transmedium channeler, Crystal has been granted an unusual ancient knowledge to share with humanity for ascension and empowerment during these uneasy times. And that is exactly what she is doing with us today, guys. We are going to dive deep into what the heck is going on with all the energies out there. And then also, she has a couple processes for us, and she's also going to be working one-on-one with audience members about this new chakra that you're talking about, Crystal. So I'm excited to dive into that too. So exciting stuff. You guys have hands raised already. You know the drill. So Crystal, officially welcome to the call today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. It's such an honor to connect with this light worker community. I love this community because everyone is ignited with the same already experiences that we have. So we are all healers connecting together in this beautiful wave, especially today. I was so glad that the date of this connection with you and interview happened exactly on the full moon and happened exactly on this mirror portal. So not only it's a full moon, which is in Scorpio, which is the emotions, the upheaval of everything that's happening, and the center of all the metamorphosis that's happening with the water, with the emotions, with everything that we're going through, with the changes the whole world is going. That not only, but what happens now is a mirror portal, which is 042424. And these numbers, usually when we have these mirror numbers, they are always make us to realize something deeper. It's like a whirlpool through the dimensions. So in other words, if you see the corridor of dimensions, we usually have them parallel. Now, as we align these dates, we align the numbers have frequency. As you know, the frequencies are just the light and the codes. So these codes connecting together, creating an opening, a free opening, a passage to any dimension that you would like to be. So in other words, the mirrors are all aligned, so you could choose what to reflect on, and whatever you're reflecting on becomes your reality. So this is the most amazing chance to change the reality, to change everything that we are choosing to be in.
That's so cool. What a special day. And I'm so glad you brought that to our attention, because I wasn't even cognizant of that. So, and I saw Cassie said that too. And big shout out, Barbara and Maria. Happy birthday to you, ladies. I completely forgot today was your birthday. What a special day for your birthday on this mirror number day, as Crystal just told us about. So that is so cool. So you're saying, these days are especially powerful because of that mirror. And so how do you tap into that? Like you said, you can kind of pick your reality. Is it possible just for anybody to tap into that? Like what the heck, how the heck can we do that?
Yes, it's absolutely possible, because we already are creators and the most powerful manifestators of our reality. It just, what is this that we manifest in? That's a different thing. But just by focusing to choose on something is already creating the reality that it is. And recently, when people were going through a lot of the newest plasma silica light codes were implanted and imparted with the information here on Earth, especially at the time of a portal of eclipses. So we were already receiving all those codes that are so different than we ever had before. So the very first intention is hold on to the old, because the ego is the biggest protector and helper in this dimension. So the ego is saying, okay, even if it's not as pleasant, but let me bring you back to the known rather than to unknown. And a lot of us experiencing this thrown back ideas, emotions, memories. Some people call me with the things that they thought already were healed long time ago, and they're again in an upheaval wave hitting us. How come? I thought I worked on everything. So all of these residues of the vibrational frequency that is old is hitting us in a way that, how do we understand where we are? What is the new? Because the old doesn't work any longer. No matter what we do, the old us, the old version of us, the old realities, they are vibrating different frequency. And this is what I'm going to be explaining today. I will go later about this today. It will be a most interesting work that I'm offering to my community to do. But explaining briefly the codes that were bringing its energy upon Earth, they are changing an electromagnetic field around Earth. They are changing the ley lines. They are changing all the frequencies that we have on Earth and the crystalline grid of Earth. And these frequencies are influencing us in the point that we must do something about it. And as these frequencies working in a different speed that we're used to. So for example, we had, I was given this example already, but it's the easiest. We have two rods that they are vibrating in its own speed. And let's say they need to switch places. And we are just here and we need to pass. They're switching places and we need to pass. If they switch places with low speed, we could easily pass through. We could find a chance when they are not crossing and we could pass through. But now imagine these two rods, they are changing frequency faster than we used to. In this moment, how do we pass them through? No more chances, right? So the whole Earth is now has a need to reconstruct to the same pace to be able not to fall into the space, to remain solid, to remain in the matter, to remain in the same frequencies. We must change the frequency of the Earth and everything around us. Otherwise, we won't be able. So the same thing is happening with the manifestation. If you trying to manifest staying in the low frequency, it is easy for you to take control and create everything that you are focusing on. So now when the dimensions are really moving fast, you must change the exact vibrational frequency of what is it moving into. Otherwise, you won't be able to exist in the new world, in the new existence. This is the quantum us as we are changing together.
Okay, so let me see if I have this straight. We're currently going faster, like the Earth is going faster now. Is that right? And
Yeah.
so we have to bring ourselves and our vibration, our frequency up to the speed of the Earth. Is that right? So we can pass through. Got it.
Excellent. So now what
how-
happens
Go ahead.
that we have a vibrational frequency of different emotions, of different baggages. We brought the karmic residues, that everything, entanglements, ancestral past lives memories, DNA memories, social karma, everything that is makes us heavier. So it is very difficult having the old way of living, thinking, focusing, choosing. The old way of us is not going to be compatible with this new vibrational frequency. So we must change. Otherwise, we won't ascend. We won't change the frequency with the universe, with the earth.
Okay, so for those of the people that aren't familiar, so what happens if we don't ascend?
It's an interesting topic, and thank you for asking. Every soul that is here on earth already knows if they are choosing to choose the high frequency existence, or they choosing to stay on the frequency that they already are, because every choice of every soul is sacred. Everything that we are, the biggest gift to the universe, to be here in the spirit and matter, in the physical body. So no matter what we are choosing, it is a help, because souls are an actual bridges in between the dimensions in the universal existence. So no matter what you vibrate with, you are already a bridge into different dimensions, into different realities, into different existences. And some souls will decide, it is the easiest way how to describe as in the radio wave. Or even with the building. So let's say you go into a beautiful mall and you wanted to buy some shoes, for example. So you see in the elevator, there are floors, and it says floor number 2, shoes department, floor number 5, coats department, and so and so. So the building exists simultaneously, but it's you who decides, who chooses to go to a different floor in order for you to get what you want to get at this moment. That was the old version of us, actually, which we're now in this process of realizing. But the new version of us, which is in the future, of course, but the quantum you, will be able to maybe have a computer look at every floor and sweep in the computer, swipe all those floors through the computer and say, okay, shoes here, boom, 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 a coat, boom, boom, boom. So you would be able to stay where you are. And from the point where you are, you would be able to visit different floors and different vibrational frequencies in order to decide which one you would like to take right now. And the same way, like a radio frequency, a radio wave, and we have so many messages coming. So the radio waves are bringing this frequency that we choose to be. And sometimes we are not realizing that we choosing a habitual pattern that was before. So the new way of existence is, what is it that I'm using now? What floor I am in? What radio wave I am in? And what do I choose now to believe? Because our beliefs create the emotions, and the emotions create and project the reality. So the old way of how we used to function, a good way to make an example. If you're looking in a mirror and you really don't like what you're seeing, you're talking to the mirror image of you and you're saying, I don't like your lips, I don't like your hair, you must change your hair, you must change your way of staying, you might change everything. Talking to your reflection makes no sense, because until you will not change something, your reflection will not change it for you. So the reality that we create is just the reflection of what we emanate. And the old version of us was to be really not happy with the reflection and trying to change what's around us, rather than start from within and changing the floor, the focus, the choice that we make.
Very cool. I love how you bring it down, like, because I'm a very practical, like, I can't always comprehend all these bigger, these bigger ideas. So I really love how you explain it and bring it down to my level and to whoever else's level. Thank you for that.
We're all on the same level. We're all powerful manifestors. We all are.
You're right. So I love that. So guys, if you have questions, Crystal's giving us a ton of information. So if you have questions, please type them in. I love really engaging conversations here. So please type those in. So you also talked about, like, one thing that I when I was reviewing what you wanted to talk about today, and I would love to understand how this plays in. You're talking about chakra colors changing colors and shifting and all of that I'm assuming as we move into these higher frequencies. Is that correct?
Yes, not only because as a higher vibrational being, as I was explaining about the vibration, we need to start vibrating different frequencies, and we need more equipment to do that. So the chakras that used to be functional before, they are not enough. In the future us, in the quantum us, in the seventh civilizational us, because now we're in the sixth civilization, which is the most spiritual one. So when we step, which is the shortest, by the way, it's only a few hundreds, as we're in the sixth civilization, the age of Aquarium, we're stepping into the seventh civilization that meant for Earth to be a totally different density. So we must appear different energy centers, different equipment in our physicality, that it's not going to be as dense as it is anymore. So our body is preparing to a different density. And you could see it in foods, you could see it in the frequencies, you could see it in the sounds. And I actually have a special list of symptoms that I prepared only to those who are signing up to the program until Sunday. So they will receive my channeled recording of all the symptoms, that not only what we're gonna be having, but what are we going now through. And all of these changes that some people think that they are going totally crazy. And these are just the new frequencies. So these new energy centers are opening up in us that they used to exist before. We just at a certain point, okay, before telling you about the chakras, I have to explain to you what is exactly happening.
Yeah,
So
please.
what exactly is happening, that we have a huge let me bring the picture here so it will be easier to understand. So as we bring the energy of who we are, let's say this energy, and then I'll bring the chakras in here. So what happens with us, we are focusing on what is actually happening in a soul level. So in a soul level, what is going on? Okay, you could see that huge ball of light, right? And if I'm going to ask people, if I'm going to ask them, where do you feel your soul? What do you think your soul? Everyone knows they have a soul these days, right? But where is the soul? People will answer different answers. We might even ask now for them to think and write it down in the chat.
Yeah, please do, guys. Where do you feel your soul? Where do you feel your soul? I think this is really, I would like to know. I have no idea what the right answer is, but for me, I feel it like right in through here is what I.
Right. So a lot of people feel it in their hearts.
Yeah.
And some people feel it like infinitely, but still, how do you feel your soul? How do you know you have a soul? It's not like it's in your pocket or it's in your drawer that you could pull it out. And some people feel it's in their spine. Some people feel that it's in their whole being, like a jumpsuit filled with light. Some people feel it in their hands. Some people feel it somehow around them, right? So what is happening? That the actual, so we don't have a soul. We are the soul. And that changes everything. If you could understand what you are that ball of light, which is it's ever moving, it's shimmering. So what happens in this ball of light? It decides to realize itself, to become better bridge for the realities, and it densifies with this special core star that shoots down along the Shishimna line all the way into physicality, and it actually crystallizes itself into lower density. So this ball of light, which is infinite, everyone who wrote their answers, they are all right, because we are infinite, we are everywhere, we are big, we are vibrational frequency of consciousness and connected with the collective consciousness. So what happens with this ball of light? We are crystallizing into more gross, into more hard, solid, dense human body. And as we are shooting the core star along the core line, we become human. We ricochet from the earth. And as we come it back up, we create those bodies. So until now, all of these ages, all of this endless time of our existence here on earth, we were in that lower density. We were a crystallized part, a little particle inside the all, the big. So now, all of a sudden, we get the opening. And right, this opening doesn't close anymore to us to feel the vibrational frequency as we are solid. We are open. It's in other words, you could imagine, I could stop sharing. So what happens with this, you could imagine as we were staying in a special can, like butterflies, they would be caught in the jar, and the jar would be closed. So the butterfly would be just flying in among those dimensions that it had and receive food and survive. All of a sudden, there are many butterflies, and the lid is open now. And these frequencies to the whole soul, us, is no more closed to the lower vibrational dimension. So now, some of us, some butterflies are still in the metamorphosis. Some of us already opening the wings and saying, oh my God, what am I? Who am I? Some of us are beginning to fly already around that jar. But very soon, we will all realize that the lid is open. And we are finally getting a fresh feeling of what our soul is, because the soul is bigger than that. It's the air, it's the existence, it's everything that we are. So now we have a chance and a choice. We actually don't have a choice much, just to become attuned to what's bigger there. So we all are becoming attuned. Now, as we're becoming, those different frequencies, we must start vibrating. Some of us are shooting out, and shooting out is about having our frequencies aligned. So the new energy centers must be opening in order for us to sustain those highest levels of energies. And therefore, we are awakening those new energy centers that we didn't know we actually had. It's like a butterfly realizes itself, oh my God, I have wings. Oh my God, I could fly. Oh, I don't have gravity anymore, and I could actually levitate. So the same thing happens with us. And in the future us, we will all have the same one heart chakra, all our energy centers will come into the higher heart chakra, which is, again, in my course, I will be explaining about all these new chakras. So one of the new chakras is in your thymus area. It calls higher heart, or it calls love seed. So that is a chakra of love. And all our energy centers will come into one, and it will vibrate and radiate and repulse the fields around us, creating a different energy field around us. So we will be able to exist in a new reality. But until then, until all the chakras unite into one huge, big vibrational frequency, until then, we have an additional energy centers that we never spoke about in three-dimensional, or in between 3 and 5 dimensional reality, around 4-dimensional reality. We had about 13 or 21 chakras, which we never spoke about. We spoke about 7. Now we are developing more than 24 because our genome is changing. So what I was awakened one morning is a special picture of a DNA that I didn't even know it looked like that. So the DNA looked to me like a cell of a beehive, and inside, and each person, each human being will have a special additional spiral that will start rotating in each cell. We didn't have that before. And rotation of that spiral in our cells will expand and will make all the other energy centers awaken. And I had a picture to show you about this new chakras that we could talk about. And I was given chakra by chakra to explain people how everything is. And in those who are signing up to the course, you will receive this PDF and you will see everything. But for now, I filled up, see how many, for now, many energy centers are opening and they are changing its colors. So we had our feet chakras, they were brown, now they're becoming beige, pink, and light brown. We had the first chakra, Muladhara, red, now it's becoming blue. We had the second chakra becoming yellow instead of orange. And then we have solar plex becoming red, and a heart becoming pink instead of green. And our throat chakra becomes violet instead of baby blue. And our third eye becomes turquoise, which is the most amazing color that we will be able to turn inward and outward. So there are so many different things that are happening with our chakras. And all our chakras are becoming in total different way that we used to know. Alpha and omega chakras, this is all the things that I'm talking about in my course and explaining how they are changing and why. But today I would like to talk about this. Today I promised, because we can encompass all of this information, so I promised to everyone who is listening and replay, because it's a mirror portal, because this day is the most unusual day with all the possibilities and everything that we are having power even with the full moon, I wanted to give a gift to everyone who is listening. And recently I'm all about gifts. So I want to give a gift of sharing with you one of the most important chakra, the new chakra that is activating right now in all of us. And this chakra, I will explain to you about this chakra in a minute. But I just remember I didn't answer another question of yours, and I want to go back to answer it. You ask if everyone is going to ascend. So we're all changing, and it doesn't matter on the choice of the soul where we decide to go. Wherever we are, we still will be changing. And because we again, we have to align to the frequencies that we are standing in. And as I was shown, we had, before I was shown two cells that out of Earth, they are actually separating. It was one Earth cell and it was separated in two. So now I was shown three as vesicapacities, as an opening in between two. And this is where we are now. We are in the opening of the division in between the old and the new. And it is a soul choice according to soul's purpose, according to our mission and where we need to go, because some souls are here to help those who are in a transformation and they meant to stay in this destruction and stay further to support. Some meant to realize themselves as they are in transition and become a bridge and become an enlightenment in the process of transition. And you might even see, I'm sure many of you who are here now, many of you coming into the room and changing the frequency of the room. And you, anyone who's listening now, you might notice that those people with their presence in the room, as something changes. You don't know, you don't really realize, you don't even think about it. You just feel the shift, you just feel the changes. And these changes are exactly what these other in the middle souls chose to make. And one of my teachers used to say, if my presence doesn't do anything, nothing will.
Mm.
So just by being present, because some people thinking, oh, I need to do more, I need to do bigger. Most of us who are listening, who are here together at this moment, we want to do something else, something more, something bigger, something different. Everything we're doing is for making change, not realizing that we are the change. Mm. And we already are influencing all of this to happen in the best way scenario for everyone involved. So in some souls decide to be that change, and some souls decide to go into the higher dimensional world and create and recreate new societies, new communities, new way of living, new higher vibrational way of existing. And we all are, many of us are preparing with foods, with sovereignty, with the truth, because a lot of people were living not aligned to the inner truth, and now we are aligning to what we really are. So many of us already coming into this new society, new way of quantum living, a quantum world, interconnected world, interconnected with everything we are, and in a galactic consciousness. So coming back into the chakras, and all those energy centers are awakening.
Before you go there, Crystal, I have a question. So I completely understand everything that you're saying. My question is, though, how can you ascend? How can you become quantum when there's so much keeping us, like there's EMFs, you talk about the food changing its frequency. It's there's crap on our food, right? Like it doesn't matter what kind, like, so how is it possible, to move through all of this when there's so much kind of outside sources keeping up? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Excellent question. And I have this question asked a lot.
Okay.
One of my clients in my private, in a one-on-one session, she asked me, can you please help me to ascend faster? How do I ascend faster? How do I ascend better? And the guides that I channel, I work with the constellation of Swan, and they are laughing on that question, and they showing me a little sprout that comes out of the ground. And they showing me that lady is pulling that sprout really harshly and saying, I want you to grow faster, grow faster. So that is the same exact analogy. We are ascending, and each and one of us is doing it on our own pace. And it's such a beautiful process to bloom, to just blossom on our own terms. So speeding up the process is not really necessarily, and it's probably going to be too harsh for the soul, because soul already prepared everything for us. And what happens now, we are bringing that focus, which focus is everything. And I could give you another analogy. I love this example. I like this visual example, so it's easier to understand. So for example, I would go on my kitchen floor, which I mopped yesterday. But this morning, it might be some dust, or might be some things, or might be even an ants, or who knows what's there. And I'm going, I hope not. And I'm going to take in a magnifying glass and lay down on my floor and start looking at everything that is on my kitchen floor. Maybe it's a crumb, maybe it's something else. And the more I'm going to be spending time laying down on my kitchen floor with a magnifying glass, focusing on that, the more I will find. And the more I will create my reality according to that kitchen floor. And there will be more and more and more. The universe is created the way that it gives you more what you focus on. So if I choose to mop the floor and go outside and talk with people, do something interesting, do some sports, or just to communicate with people, or whatever I'll decide to do, this will be my world, this will be my reality. But it's my choice either to stay on the floor with a magnifying glass. I'll find so many things, and so many groups and people coming up to me and saying, how could you be happy when the world is in the war, when everything is happening so rapidly, when people are dying? How could you have a smile on your face? It's not about the happiness or the suffering for the others. It's about the focus of your choosing. Things you could change, please change. Things you cannot change, please help others or help yourself to adjust to. So what happens in our reality is a choice what we are focusing on. And whatever you focus on will be your next level, your next way of ascending.
Beautiful. I love that. Everybody's loving this example.
Yes, and I want us to say, I'm hearing and seeing the messages of people crying. This is a new ability that I want to share with everyone. Staying in my space somehow makes people to either cry or to fall asleep, which is in a weird way, because they hear what I'm saying, but they're just in this different state. So if anyone who's listening now, in this state, you just know that you are in the process of receiving the light codes. This is my way of sharing my light codes.
Beautiful. Love it. Love it. Just real quick before you talk about the chakras. So somebody is saying, I think they understand what you're saying, but then why are they crying so much for the people of, Palestine, or, whatever the issue is? Like, how do you, if you're so, emotionally connected to it, right? Whatever the issue is, if it's Palestine, if it's, Ukraine, if it's whatever, like what's happening outside your door. If you're emotionally connected, how do you create that reality that you talk about? Like, I know you create your own reality, but how do you break that heart connection, if that makes sense?
I would say just one word: trust. because what happens with us, again, this new chakra that we will be now opening up and aligning to with my help and the facilitation of my guides, this new chakra is responsible for all of these emotions. It is exactly, see, you probably knew that we're going to be doing, you didn't know, but you caught exact vibration. So that is a new way of staying. Telepathically, we will tap into everything. So this new chakra that I was told to focus on and to help you to become aware of, it is exactly responsible for not picking up the emotions, to stay neutral, to stay in, because we have different ways. Some people are staying in our negative mind, some people staying in our positive mind, which this is the gift I'm giving of this unique workshop. And for those who are taking package B, it will be there. So the gift of knowing how to stay in a neutral mind. As you're staying in a neutral mind, you are able to comprehend the sorrow and the happiness, the gift of the existence and the experiences of different sufferings here on earth. So staying inside the suffering, you cannot help by suffering together with that and keep on crying. But shifting yourself, your consciousness, becoming that soul, becoming that upper part of what we really are, helps us to come into a neutral state of existence. And this is also what we're going to be doing in my Quantum You course that we're beginning this night, tonight, exactly, because exactly tonight is a mirror portal, and that is bringing the energy through and helps everyone to align the best way possible. So what happens in a neutral mind, you are able to encompass good and bad. You don't shift into polarities, what's good, what's sorrow. You take everything as one, and you take in all the emotions as an expression of existence, of life itself. And it meant to be revolutionary in some point, and it meant to be blissful in some points. So you are staying in the middle of it, in the midst of it. You understand the neutrality, and you understand the trusting to everything that was already prepared and decided for us. We are in the divine hands. We are in this part, we are that source, but we're also in the hands of caring, cradling, nurturing hands of the universe. And even it doesn't feel like that, we're still are safe and we're still prepared everything. And I heard one saying that I loved so much: where can you fall rather than in hands of God? So no matter how low you fall, no matter what happens with you, you could only end up in the cradling of the support of the universe. This is what we're here for.
That's beautiful. Love that. Absolutely love that. Look at all the hearts flying. Dana says, spirit bumps feeling this in every cell. So very, very cool. All right. So you go right ahead. What's next? You want to go dive in?
The next is about the chakra. I'm going to explain about the chakra. And once I explain, which is my gift, and I want you to have it, and I want you to really feel it, because this is what is going to help you to work with your emotions. So this chakra is very important chakra. And I will reveal the name of this chakra. The name of this chakra is Eranus. Let me write it down so I could.
I can type it. Tell me how to spell it.
It's Eranus. 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 And this chakra is very, very important chakra that in ancient times, when we were in the light bodies, we used to use this chakra. And this chakra is actually responsible for erasing, which it's responsible for the memory of the cells of its aging. So as this chakra will be opening, each one of you will have it on your terms. I cannot come and just open it for you, but each one of you will have its opening little by little, like that sprout that blossoming on its own terms. And as it opens, it erases the memory of aging and death and dying. So at certain points, we heard the legends of us being and absolutely immortal. And we could exist for so much longer in even physical bodies, but because it was in the gross body, as the soul body decided to experience itself in more density, we had to compress and we erase the memory of the cells of immortality. So we implanted the memory of aging. Now, as the chakra is opening, it will erase the memory that was never there. It was a false matrix that brought us to age, to be to think, which death is such an interesting way. It's a transformation. We are not dying, we are energy. So changing your frequency, changing your energy, and staying as young as you could be, that is a future existence of a quantum human. So this new chakra is responsible to bring in youth, to bring in your memory of what is death in general, because death is not existent. So it's kind of erasing fear of death, and it is responsible for all emotions. Every emotion we feel is conducted and governs with that chakra. We would think in the emotions are in the second chakra, or in the third chakra, or sometimes in the throat, or sometimes in the back chakras, which not many of us are focusing on the back chakras. So what happens, by the way, in our course, I will show you how it will be an attunement, and I will talk about this later, about this back chakras. So now, as we are developing this Eranus chakra, we are becoming more aware and more in control of the emotions. We are using our emotions into best alignment to the true self. So in other words, we would be able to discern the emotion and attend it as a wounded child and say, here you are, you're feeling that, and why are you feeling? So we would not neglect, as we used to be taught as we were growing up, shove it somewhere, you can't feel it, you can't cry about this, especially for men, those who are on the masculine body. They have to stay strong, they can't cry, they can't experience their emotions. A lot of in the feminine body, us now the same way, we are not allowed in us to be weak, and the emotions are the most important tool to show us what are we creating. And that's why this new chakra is helping us to be in control and be able to discern the emotions and to help ourselves with the negative emotions as they appear, as they might appear. And the more this chakra is open, the more the emotions cannot be negative, because they are vibrating with such strong pace, and in that pace, negative emotions don't exist anymore. Negative karma doesn't exist anymore. So this new chakra is very important. And as all of you who are listening will align to this new chakra, you will already, from this moment and on, absolutely right away feel presence of this chakra. Even if it's open very little, even if it's just beginning to open, even if it's opened already. And some of people in my reality, in my circle, they already have it open. And what is it making them? To be totally aligned to what they are. So nothing could knock them off their feet. Nothing that's happening, they're still staying in their neutrality. See, I'm so glad you're feeling it already. So just by you doing this process that we will be doing now, doesn't matter how open you get this chakra, or how do you feel it open already, or even if it's just a beginning to a vortex of opening, it's still going to be there, and your focus on it being there already opens the whole world for you, opens that feeling of nothing, can knock me off my feet. Like, for example, we get this feeling from many of you probably doing yoga, and as a Kundalini yoga instructor and master, I see how people transformed right after the class. Everyone who gets up from after Shavasana, the state of nirvana as we finish in yoga, as you get up, the very words I'm always saying as we finish in the class, we're saying, don't let anything and anyone to ruin this state of mind that you're in now. And this is the wish and the blessing that we give. But opening Eranus Chakra will automatically bring you to that state that no one will be able to knock you off your feet, to bring those negative emotions, because a lot of times, many of us, we are as empathic beings, we pick up someone else's emotions, and without even understanding that this is not mine. You could even walk in the street and all of a sudden feel you're not in a good mood anymore. And that is someone else's energy, or someone is yelling. Like, I brought two of my granddaughters into the store, and some lady was making a commotion. I felt so vulnerable for them to be in those energies, to those frequencies. And I knew they're going to pick it up. So I was doing my best to kind of cover them so they won't pick up those negative energies. We are open to other people's energy fields because, again, we're all one, and we're becoming more sensitive to other people around. So awakening this chakra makes you to stay aligned to your truth, to who you are, to your vibrational frequency, to whatever vortex you've created with your focus and your choices. You will be true to that vortex, and nothing will be taking you away from that. And I'm so glad now to do the process. But before the process, I want you all to feel that chakra. And before we start going inside yourself, I would love you to make a Venus lock, which interlating your fingers calls Venus lock. So bringing your fingers into the Venus lock and bringing it behind your head. So kind of support your head in the Venus lock. It's going to be easy for everyone. Okay, so as you're supporting your head, become aware of your middle fingers. Whatever your middle fingers touch is exactly where Eranus Chakra is. So now as your middle fingers are touching, it's on the back of your head. It's under the bump. There is some kind of a softer place. You might even touch it and feel it. And that is a picture that I wanted to show you again, so it will be easier for you to see. See where your reptilian brain is? Right underneath of it. This chakra is awakening and influencing the reptilian brain that responsible for surviving and reactions and fight and flight and fear and animal instincts. So awakening Eranus Chakra right here in this spot will help you to neutralize the fears. So now as you are holding your fingers and feeling where you could unlock your fingers and you could feel where the middle fingers land. This is and find the middle. This is exactly where Eranus Chakra is. Okay, so now press on it, and you might tap on it, you might feel it, whichever hand works for you. You might even do two hands a little bit. Don't be too harsh on you. Beautiful. So tapping into that chakra and already taking a different state of your consciousness. Just tapping into that chakra brings you into your own truth state, your alignment with your inner vibrations of who you really are. So tapping a little bit. And as you feel that chakra, actually press a little stronger in that space. Press, 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 and then let it go. Beautiful, excellent. And as you let it go, become aware of the tips of your fingers. Become aware of the tips of your fingers. And feel even the tips of your fingers are tingling. Now become aware of the back of your head. Take your hands away and become aware of the back of your head, exactly where the chakra is, Eranus Chakra. It's pinkish silvery color. And that chakra, as it opens, it helps you to release fear, release all negative emotions, and to stand above all the negative emotions. And as it begins to open more and more, it will help you to align always to your neutrality state. So let's go into the process now. As you relax your body completely, relax your body completely. I'm opening a special space for your experiences. So if you're driving, please don't drive. Find a spot to stand or do this process later in recording. But those who are on their chairs in their beautiful space, relax your body completely. Feel yourself, a physical body with the spirit. Focus on that place on the back of your head. Focus on that place on the back of your head. And the feeling you have there now, it might be a palpitation, it might be a vibrational feeling, it might be tingling, it might be just a relaxed feeling. Whatever the feeling is there, let it take your whole body. Become aware of your physical body. Feel that physical body. Touching the back of your chair. Feel your arms. Feel that physical body is not you. It is a vessel. So become the observer of this vessel. Taking a breath in, bringing the universe in, feeling the opening in the crown, feeling that soul body, that soul that you are is coming in inside you. A silica plasma, golden light is filling this vessel, your soul body fills this physical vessel, fills it completely. Your head, your shoulders, your throat, your tongue, your teeth, your gums, your esophagus, your shoulders, your spine, your arms, the tips of your fingers. The soul body is now coming in, filling this vessel. And you, as an observer, feel yourself in this physical body, filled up with the soul body and the spirit. Feel gratitude for this unique chance to be here and now. Here and now is all you have. And it is eternal. You are eternal. The soul body is seeping further and further, filling your whole body, your heart, your lungs, your abdominal, your reproductive organs, your hips, your legs, your calves, your knees, your soles of your feet. Grounds you, brings you deeper into the earth, growing this golden plasma silica rays from the soles of your feet all the way down into the center of the earth, connecting you with the crystal that was given to you at the time of your birth. Inhaling the energy of the earth and bringing it all the way up back into this vessel. Filling yourself with the spirit that you are and the soul that you are. Expanding the edges of this body. Let the soul body, the soul energy, go out of edges of your skin. Feel the vibration. Feel the tingling. Become bigger and bigger. Bigger and bigger still. Bigger and bigger still. Feel what you are. Feel that expansion, that vastness of the soul. Keep breathing. Take the big breath of the soul light and exhale it all the way back. Exhale it with all your might. Exhale it all the way into that Eranus Chakra on the back of your head. Again, let's take the soul body and exhale it all the way in the back of your head. And now, become aware of what changed. Become aware of that vast energy that you are, went all the way in and out through that opening on the back of your head. Your back of your head doesn't exist anymore. It is so much more open. It's spacious. Feel the cosmos in there. Feel the cosmic energy pouring through. Feel the vibration of this pinkish, pearly, silver flow that's in the back of your head. You might feel the whole head now, feeling a little numb, expanded. You might feel a tingling. You might feel butterflies in your heart. This is right here, right now. Your vibrational frequency changed. Take a breath in. Fill up with this energy your whole physical vessel. Take a breath in and exhale it all around you. Open your eyes if your eyes were closed. Looking around with this new perception. Looking around with this feeling. And as you are still in this state, with your open eyes, become aware of the emotion that is on your way to experience it fully. And the emotion that might be make it heavier for you. The emotion that is prevalent, the emotion that maybe showed itself up right now. Maybe it's a negative emotion. Maybe it's any kind of emotion that is on your way. So become aware of that emotion. You might write it down, or you might just look in the eyes of that emotion. If this is fear, you might ask yourself, am I really afraid of you? What is it that I am really afraid of? And the more you're gonna unpeel that emotion, the more Uranus chakra will be opening, the more you will realize that it doesn't exist anymore. Just by focusing, you are neutralizing a negative emotion. And as the process is finished, I wanted to offer another gift for some of you, for few of you, I could channel if you might not be 100% sure on what kind of an emotion is on your way of ascension, is on your way to develop and open up this Eranus Chakra. I could help you to channel. I could take one-on-one now, and I could channel these energies and these emotions that any of you has. So I don't know, Gretchen, how we're going to be choosing.
Well, first of all, I would love to know how everybody is doing after that process. So give us some feedback. Let Crystal know how that was for you. So we would definitely love to hear that. So as you're blissful, Dana says blissful. Thank you, Crystal. Feeling calm, a little spacey, Debbie says. Awesome. Thank you for those. Lots of tears, Tanya says. Linda says feeling lighter and blissful. Maria says feel elevated energy. Awesome. Good job. So as you heard, Crystal's going to be helping you specifically with this chakra. So I am right now going to lower all hands because there might have been other reasons why you had your hand raised. If you would specifically like information that Crystal can channel for you on this new chakra, please raise your hand and we'll go that way. So you can go ahead and raise your hands. So I see them coming back up. So perfect. Thank you guys for all of that feedback and all these hearts. This is awesome. Okay. So let's talk to Maureen. You should be able to unmute yourself, Maureen.
Hello. This is lovely. Thank you. Can you hear me okay? No?
And yes, welcome.
Oh, there we go. All right. I would love whatever you can impart on me.
Okay, so we are going to focus on the emotion that is on your way to a faster acceleration of opening the chakras, new chakras, and going into the new state of your possible best quantum you. So can you please say your name 3 times?
Maureen, Maureen, Maureen.
And as I'm receiving the answer from my guides and your guides, I'm connecting with my guides and your guides, and they're talking about helplessness. They're talking about the energy of kind of not the failure, but not believing so much in what you could achieve, kind of like a hopelessness kind of energy. Maybe the feeling of nothing depends on me, some kind of emotion that brings this disempowerment. And that is what influencing you, feeling all of this, feeling not being capable, feeling not being strong enough, or maybe you've tried different ways and it didn't happen. So this is kind of a feeling that your hands are just going down. So this is the emotion that is on your way now.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Does that resonate? Maureen, does that resonate?
Yes, definitely.
Very good. All right. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Beautiful.
All right. Next up, Rosemary.
Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me okay?
We
Hello?
can.
Yes, we could hear you.
Okay, good. Anyway, thank you. So yes, please also let me know about what emotion. Thank you.
Yes, please say your name 3 times
Oh.
as I'm tuning into you.
Rosemary, Rosemary, Rosemary.
I'm feeling the energy of bitterness and the energy of resentment and guilt. And something that took place that is not possible to correct, but it's still keep on bringing you in the past. And focusing on that is neutralizing the present and creates different kind of a future. So maybe going into the past one less time and leaving everything in the past, kind of, and letting it be, whatever it was. So that's the emotion of bitterness.
Awesome. Rosemary, does that make sense?
I think on the guilt, yeah. And yeah, about something happened when I was little. And so for me, of the three emotions, the bitterness, resentment, I think the guilt I identify with more, but I'm happy to release the bitterness, resentment, and guilt.
Awesome. Good job.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Awesome. All right. So, Cassie, you are up next.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, I am very interested in seeing what you have to say, because lately I felt like I'm really disconnected from my heart chakra, and it would seem like a lot of things are indicating that that's an issue. But I mean, like I've had Reiki attunement, so I don't, it seems a little weird that I guess I just so fed up with my life that I'm, I when I put my hand over my heart, like a lot of people have said, put your hand over your heart to do this particular thing. I don't feel anything there. So could you give me some insight, please?
Sure. Could you say your name 3 times, please, for me?
Cassie, Cassie, Cassie.
As I'm tuning in, Cassie, what I'm being shown that your energy, that you are, first of all, Reiki attunements are a really big shift in your consciousness, in everything that you are. It brings you on the next level as Reiki master. I could tell you the biggest shifts happening to people when they get Reiki attunements. So you are in a shift energy, that's for sure. But what I've been shown is you are taking care of a lot of people around you, and taking care of something that is besides you, that seems so important, that you put yourself on a last place to be focused. And what's happening with your heart chakra and what is actually on your way of aligning to the highest version of you is aligning equally the importance of yourself, people around, and the universal source energy. So the question for yourself is, what is this that I'm giving my focus more on? If it's not the universal source energy, and if it's not myself, it means there are people around the world around me. And what you might need to do is a chakra alignment. And you could even do it yourself. And on our classes, we do it every time we meet. And in the same time, you might decide to move a little bit your chakra, your heart chakra, because it's a little off the center. And even if you align them recently, it might voluntarily shift away from the center, because you are trying to attend all the other needs, and attending to all the other world and people's needs creates this kind of energy of I wouldn't call it an anxiety, but a little not even worry, but a little not calmness. I would not say the word worry and anxiety, but it doesn't make you totally calm. It makes you to attend someone else, and it awakens a sympathetic system rather than parasympathetic. So what you are doing, you are instantly bringing a parasympathetic system to start working on you, to attend your heart needs. So the emotion is, I would say, kind of worry, kind of nervousness, but opposite of calm, and attending others. So that is what's on your way. So balancing these three ways, the source, the people around, and you, will be your key to alignment to your quantum you.
Yeah.
Are you there, Cassie? Does that make sense?
Not really, but I can see it in a way. Like I said, I'm kind of empathic because I have Neptune in my fourth house, but problem is I've gotten to the place where, and I can kind of see where she's saying that, but it's more like I see the world around me and I'm so disappointed that, I guess I always thought that as a world we would, we would go forward and we would get better. And because I'm alone. I mean, I'm like really alone. I'm an introvert. I'm alone. I don't have anybody around me I have to worry about. But when it does come to the world, I I have a deep sorrow that, like I don't even want to be, I don't want to be in this mess because this world around us feels like it's crumbling and nothing's being rebuilt in a more elevated level. So, I mean, I can see from that point, maybe I understand what she's saying.
Yeah, I mean, I from the moment you started talking about it, it was exactly what she was saying, just in not our literal terms of whether it's a kid or another person, like you've taken on, at least, and Crystal can clarify, but to me, it's like you've taken on the whole world. Like, what a freaking mass that is, right?
Yes. Yes, Casey. And where are you in your own life? Even if you're saying that you are alone, but the
I'm like,
focus.
I'm at the worst possible place I think any human being could be. So I've had chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia for 29 years. Just recently, like my financial pictures just kind of hit rock bottom, and I don't know if it's me trying to separate from what is all around all of us, or I kind of don't get it, which was why I was hoping maybe I could get some clarification. I think I understand. Maybe it'll set in a little bit later after I've had a time to, you know, feel what you told me.
Aligning these three aspects instead of focusing on one is your key for now.
Okay. Okay.
And I think we're going to take just one more person, and because we have some explanation to do about what's expecting us tonight.
Yes. So Cassie, I would recommend just listening through this again and see if you and see if you get a different perspective. But from what Crystal said and what you said to me watching, and I don't know, others can comment too, but it sounds like that it was spot on. So definitely listen again and see what comes up for you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Actually, I think I would like to talk about the program and then come back and talk to a couple other callers, if that's okay.
Yes, let's do that.
Right, because I really want to see how we're bringing all of this, everything that you've talked about today, bringing it all together. And I think that when you talk about the program, we will do that. So guys, the link is in the chat. It's lifereawakened.com/crystal24. You can copy and paste, or you can click on it again, lifereawakened.com/crystal24. And I will also share my screen so we can go through this together, and Crystal can bring all of these beautiful pieces that we're talking about with Quantum U together. All right, so let me go down to while I find what is included in all of this. Crystal, maybe you can re-emphasize you bringing all of this together and why in particular today. Like you start today. So you can talk about that.
Yes, we spoke already about the energies today as the full moon energies and as the energies of a mirror portal that helps us. We wanted to go easily through dimensions, and we wanted to connect and anchor into the right one for ourselves. So whatever we are thinking today, everyone who's gotten a call, they also received this healing, even if it might not feel as a healing, or it might feel strange or different, but exactly at the moment as we are now, today and on the call, you are receiving the best healing that your soul, your vibrational frequency could handle at this moment. And the ripples of this healing will be happening even further. So exactly today, as the mirror portal is open, we will use the energy of a full moon, and we will start the 4-week masterclass that will align us to the best version of what we could be. We will understand more about the laws of the universe that no one ever spoke about. We will understand more about how do we align, because the laws exist no matter what. And without us knowing these laws, it just becoming harder. So exactly today, learning and implementing the laws, different kinds. Today, in very first class, we will be talking about the law of free will, the law of connection with our guides with the free will. And that is the most important point exactly now is a mirror portal, because as this portal is open, you could call upon the highest energies of your guides and guardians. And a lot of us connected with our guides and guardians. And as we bring this connection into the next level, learn to hear them, learn to vibrationally perceive their messages, you will have a gift today in my class, those who are signing up to the program, the gift of aligning and connecting, almost tangibly, almost physically connecting to your guides. And you will be assigned. I was told to assign everyone on the call, on the group in tonight's class, align them to their special healing master, because a lot of us are going, not only Casey was explaining a lot of turmoil she's going through, a lot of us physically going through a different difficulty and diseases. A lot of life aspects are collapsing. So we are eligible for, and this is what we're going to be talking tonight about, for aligning and connecting to our divine help, to the helpers that we finally are open, and our vibrational frequency could align into their frequency, so we could hear, feel, see the messages and get help from them. So each and one of participants of our master course will be aligned today to their own master divine healer. So you will learn physically connect, you will learn to physically regulate the help of this divine master, and you will align and attune to their help and their energy, and you will be able to use them for the rest of your life. That is the biggest gift.
That's very cool. So just to clarify, so the first course out of 4, right? They're 4 2-hour classes, is that right?
Yes.
The first one happens tonight, and what time does that happen?
7:30 p.m. Eastern time.
7:30 p.m. Eastern time. So
it's about 2-hour class, a little more. And those who are taking package B, already coming ahead, they will stay a little after, and they will receive a personal message for this 1 week. So each week you will receive a personal message for the package B owners. Yes, so that will be it tonight.
So say somebody doesn't listen to this replay and they don't make the first call, will they receive that master healer attunement by listening to the replay? Will that happen?
I open a space always for those who are listening in the replay, even for those who are listening now in the replay. I'm sure you already felt all the vibration and all the frequency. So those who will listen in the replay, let's say they have a different time zone. I have so many people in different time zone that the time is not good for them. They do the work on their own, and they write me amazing results. And then I also, if they have any questions, then I would email them the answers if they have some burning questions about some work that they did.
Perfect. All right, great.
And the field is open. The energy is the same. The energy travels so strong.
Awesome. Thanks. Okay, so that's week 1. Week 2 is learn powerful. There's energy tools, techniques, meditations, processes. It looks like there's a guided journey to shift in the quantum timeline, awaken and activate your higher chakras and light body, and experience profound energy attunements.
Yes. So in class number 2, we will be talking about universal love and what love is, and the law of love, and the law of giving, and the law of gratitude, and the law of surrender. So we will combine all of these divine order into the feeling of love. We will ignite the energy of love, and we will do it how today we did the opening of Eranus Chakra. We will do the opening of this other new chakra that I was talking about, the love seed chakra, and we will open into the love on a different frequency, on a quantum frequency of us, and that will be the attunement to that.
Beautiful. Okay, so that's week 2. So that happens next week, is that right?
Yes.
Today?
Every Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern time.
Perfect. Okay. And I'm just trying to pull it up because I don't think it's all on here. Week 3.
We go along each week, we go along different laws that we weren't aware.
Perfect.
And we ignite different chakras, and we get different attunements into different chakras. And in classes 3 and 4, we will connect with the oneness, and we will connect with the collective consciousness. We will learn to understand the frequency of all, and we will take care of all those little lower vibrational frequency that were still actual, and awaken those chakras that will help us to better neutralize all of the residues of the old vibrational frequencies.
Perfect. Very good. Thank you for that. All right. And it looks like there's also everybody that joins will get a welcome video from you. And then there's also a quantum karmic release MP3. So what is that?
So we have a special recording that will help, especially with the process today we did with Eranus Chakra. So that recording will help us to go into the emotions and remember all those emotions we kept in our energy field, which in the Akashic records and our energy fields, we sometimes holding on to the emotions that are no longer serving us. So this will help a karmic release, and we will go deep into the emotions, and that will be an hypnotic audio process that you just listen and work. It will be very easy to go into this space and work with all of these residues and emotional karma residues clearing.
Awesome. All right. Also, there's the new chakra PDF, which you showed to us on this call. So when you join, you'll be able to download that and have that for your information.
Yes, and you will go along in many of those chakras for you to know what they are and how to work with them on the course.
Perfect. All right. And look at this. So for the first 10 people that join, and that's A and B, so 10 people total, you'll get a personal quantum aura color reading. So how does this benefit you when you know this?
So as we're changing our aura colors. We came with one shooting star purpose, having a vibrational frequency in the sound, converting into the color. And this is the color that we carried until now. But once we're changing, the color of our aura is changing, and each aura color means different vibrational frequency. So you will have a chance to realize which vibrational frequency your aura has, and I will read it for you at the personal one-on-one session, which if it's a package B, which I don't know, it's still on a package A. So that is going to be only for 10 people. Yes, first 10 people in package A receive this.
Yes. Okay, perfect. All right. Then there's the transition symptoms and qualities MP3.
Yeah, that's the recording that I was talking about, that I was channeling all the symptoms what we're going through now. And many of you will be so surprised. Oh my God, I thought it was some physical something. And it is actually a metaphysical change in vibrational, multidimensional change in our cellular memory. And that is, I'm going to be channeling and explaining to you what you are feeling now and what you are going to feel.
Very cool. All right. Then there's a bonus quantum chakra awakening meditation MP3.
Yes. Yes. So I will go briefly in that meditation and focus on many of new chakras. So you will become aware of what they are and how to awaken them. Another gift.
All right. So that's package A. Package B has all of those items. Plus there's a private 30-minute one-on-one quantum activation session with Crystal. So can you tell us a little bit what happens during that session?
Yes, this session will take place after the course. And as we all get together and realize many things, each class in the course will be in attunement and in alignment to new frequencies. So as we finish in the course, we will schedule one-on-one 30-minute session where I will see how these energies are working with you. I will align you, help you to align to a better version of yourself, and we will talk about the emotions, if they are still some, or most likely it will be a different level of you perceiving things. So I will answer your questions and I will help you in your way of ascension with many ways that I have. And we will read for those 10 people, I will read the colors of your aura.
Perfect. All right, then there's weekly personal channeled messages. What is that? What is that?
Yeah, so for package B people, after each class, you will stay for an extra time and I will channel, especially for each participant with the screen on, I will channel the message for you. So I would, for example, say, Gretchen, your message for this week until we see each other next Wednesday, your message is, let me attune, more energy of happiness, color is yellow, and remember that everything is fun in your life. So saying hello to the energy of amusement in your life. So this is your message, for example, right? So every person will receive their personal message channeled in every class. It will be different. It might be according to the work we did, or it might be according to the emotions. It's depending on how the class is going. But each person will receive personal channeled message from me.
Very cool. Love it.
And that will be every week.
Every week throughout the program. So very cool. Right.
Okay.
Then there is the law of compensation workshop video. What is that?
Yeah, that is very interesting and very unique law that people might not always realize the importance of. So this is what we will align. So there are two more workshops that they will have a chance to work on their own with very step-by-step explanations in my guidance. It will be a video, so I will guide you. I will give you techniques and ancient monks techniques on breathing and energy collection. So there will be a movement with your arms that you will be doing with a certain energy collection. And these two laws, the law of compensation and the law of Trinity, I was explaining about these frequencies. I'm going to explain more about how we create our reality, about how we manifest our reality, and how important it is to stay in your body, in your soul, and in your spirit, and be connected with three of aspects of what we are, how to use and implement that for a quantum feeling of yourself.
Beautiful. Love that. All right. So that is package A and package B. Right now, package A is 177 and package B is 247. And those prices are good through Sunday. So they will expire on Sunday. And remember that only the first 10 people get the personal aura color reading, quantum aura color reading. So that's for the first 10 people. So I think we got everything there. Crystal, anything else before I stop sharing my screen?
Nope, That's good. We're all good. I just wanted to say that this course was channeled, and it was told for me to give exactly on this day, because today the energies are so strong, and we should use that to shoot ourselves up into the next level. And today is our chance to use this energy to up level and update all of us, because we're getting updated anyway. So for those who are joining me, I'm going to be so glad to have you in my community. And I know you are listening until now. It means that you are already benefiting from everything you heard and received. And those who will just listen to this program, I'm sure you already receive the energy of this whirlpool, of this aligning of mirror dimensions. And I wish you to align to your best reality ever possible at this time. I want to send blessings to everyone who is here on the play, on the call, and everyone who's listening in the replay. And I want to say one more time, the energy travels. You feel everything the same way as it is life, as I'm next to you.
Awesome. Oh, hold on. Somebody's at the door. All right. So, okay. So sorry for that distraction. I got dogs barking. Is Crystal willing to offer a 2-payment plan? We did not discuss that, but Crystal, would you be willing to do a payment plan for the program?
Sure. Yes.
We'll get that set up. Also, I see some people asking, you know, which program is right. Is there a way you can help people discern whether package A or package B is kind of right for them in, you know, for each person?
So package A is giving you an access to the classes and the activations and the realizations and many attunements and many kind of work you could do on your own. Package B includes my help and my guidance. And package B helps you to have one-on-one session. And in this one-on-one session, you also receive the help of my guides along with your guides, and you get the answers to your questions, and you get the alignment to your frequency, that the best frequency, the highest that you could attain at this moment. So you get my own help, you get channeled messages every week. So the difference is you receive 2 more important workshops, video workshops, where you could get another attunement and more tools for this navigation in this hard time, and more chances to understand who you really are becoming in this new reality.
Awesome. I love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. Is the aura color reading for 10 who purchased each package 10A and B? It's 10 people total, right? For A and B. Is that the aura package?
Yes. The only difference, if people bought package A and they were in this 10, that they will receive the aura reading in my recording. I'm going to tune into them. I'm going to record it and send it to them as a recording. If they have package B, they will have it personally with me on the private session that they will have. And their session will be a little longer than regular session.
All right. That makes sense. Very good. Good questions, guys. Okay. As promised, let's do a couple more readings. Is that okay? We'll do a couple more, and then if other questions come up, we'll address those. Is there a Bliss Up discount? Yes, there is. Dawn, you should have access to that in the group, so you should be able to find that. If not, email support@lifereawakened.com and Chris can get it for you. Okay, Jessie, you are up next and should be able to unmute yourself, Jessie.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can, yes.
Okay, great. Perfect. How are you?
Good. Happy to connect with you, Jessie. Would you be given a permission for me to connect with your energy field?
Yes, please.
Okay. Say your name 3 times, please.
Jessie, Jessie, Jessie.
Beautiful. What I'm hearing is creative insecurity. What I'm hearing is some kind of a conflict, the energy of a conflict in between something and something. And not enough of support in what you think your truth is. I don't know if that resonates, but that is the emotion that I'm getting.
Yeah, I think so. The conflict between two things, I do understand what that is. Not getting enough support in my truth. What do you mean by that?
Maybe not too many people validate and support you in what you are doing.
Okay.
Maybe what you're doing, you're feeling more alone in like striving against the flow or doing something extra that would be so much better and easier if you would have a community helping you in what you are doing.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
Awesome. Good job,
You're
Jessica.
welcome. Beautiful.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Okay, let's take one more. Linda. You should be able to unmute now, Linda.
Yes, thank you so much. Hi,
You're-
Crystal. This has been just a wonderful conversation. I loved it. Can you see me or hear me?
We
We can hear
can.
you, we cannot see you.
Okay, that's okay. You don't have to. Okay, should I just say my name 3 times?
Yes, please.
Linda, Linda, Linda.
What I'm hearing, the energy of holding on to the old, the energy of being too loyal, too dedicated, too reliable, sometimes has the opposite of goodness for you, because sometimes the energy is already worn out, and people and places, especially the ones you dedicated most of your life force to, they might be maybe you gave a lot already and your next level is to refocus your energy, but out of sustainability and reliability, you are keep on staying where you are now. That should be already your chapter that you have to swipe into the new one.
Perfect sense. Yep. Thank you so much.
Good job. Thanks
Yeah.
for being here. Awesome. I love that swipe. I love that we're moving into that. You know, when you said that picture earlier, like of the elevator, like it all just made so much sense. And then the swipe, it's like, oh, that's so much faster.
That's the speed we're all going with.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. Well, I know there's more hands raised, but we are out of time. This was an absolutely beautiful call, Crystal. Loved what you shared with us. You explain things so you bring it down to the level that I personally understand it, and I so appreciate that. That you have such a gift in being able to do that. So thank you for that. Guys, thank you all for being here. There's so many comments. People love your energy. What a gift today was. Dana says this was absolutely beautiful. This has been amazing, Cindy says. So thank you for that. Just a reminder, if you're interested in the program, the first live class starts tonight at 7:30 Eastern time. And that's a 2-hour program. So you can join in live by joining today. I will say, you know, I asked Crystal, I'm like, can you please push it to next week? And she said, absolutely not. It has to start today because of the energy of today. Today is really an important day, and that's why this is really starting right away. So if you're interested in this, I say dive in and just grab, you know, take the most out of what this day presents. So also prices for the program are at where they are now until the end of day Sunday. So you can jump in at that level through Sunday. Again, one more thing, the 10 people that want the individualized, personalized aura reading. So there's 10 of those. I have no idea if they're still available or not, but they won't, it will be no longer be on the page when those are expired. So, all right, Crystal, I think I said it all. I just want to thank you for sharing the space with us today, giving us all the information that you did. It was just such a beautiful call. So much came through, and I just really, really want to acknowledge you and everything you're doing for all of us. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Gretchen. Thank you for creating a special, beautiful space for that. It is very important which space we're operating in. And the space that is open here is filled with love already, with this highest vibration. I think anyone who just staying here, feel this love, feel this excitement, and this energy of joy that we're all moving into, because this will be our state of existence.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And you just bring it, just with your smile, you bring it to all of us. So thank you for that. You're just beautiful. I love you. Awesome. Thank you,
Love
everybody.
you.
Yeah, one last thing, 2 payment plan. I did send that to the tech team, so that should be there very soon. So keep on the lookout for that too. So thank you everyone for being here. Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you all.
Loving this.
Hugs,
So
hugs,
thank
hugs.
you. All right,
Yeah.
everyone, have a wonderful rest of your day. Crystal, thank you so much. We'll be seeing you all soon. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.